can do is be ready. Know the risk, know the options. Be ready to act. Learn more at foodallergy.org/ready to act.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much left because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tori Lowe Show on 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station. The following is a paid program. Advice and opinions expressed on the On the Journey show are solely that of the hosts or guests and not those of 1017 The Truth and Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC. Welcome to On the Journey with Coach Erica, where mindset, money, and real estate come together to transform your future. Now, here is your host, Coach Erica Odom.
Welcome to On the Journey with me, Coach Erica, live from the American Family Insurance Studio on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Journey team, this is the place to be tonight if you want to talk everything about mindset, money, and real estate. Don't forget the talk and text lines are open. You can call in at 833-212-1017. Make sure you tap in today. It is great to be back. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, as they say. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully you all have had the opportunity to enjoy this beautiful weather. It is like spring outside and it's not spring yet. So I don't know if I should be excited right now or if I should be like, hey, that winter storm is right around the corner. I don't really know what to expect, but what I can tell you, it has been wonderful being able to step outside and be in this beautiful weather that we're having. But per usual, we are going to have a great topic tonight, Journey Team. We're talking tonight about why real estate is a mindset before it's a move, because it really is a mindset before it's a move. And we're going to dive deeper into that soon to explain what your coach is referencing when she says that. But I do have some opening announcements that I want to go over. So for those of you that are just tuning in, maybe for the first time, welcome. Your coach, I am a real estate investor and the owner of Odom Investments and Property Management. So one of the things that Odom Investments and Property Management does is we're really big on community and we're really big on education and investing in all of the above. So I want to announce that we are now accepting applications again for our Scale Up Journey internship program. If you know anyone out there that is 18 to 25 years old, they're a perfect candidate. We're looking for candidates for our spring session for them to join on with us. It's a great opportunity for them to come learn, to get that experience, that hands-on experience, educational piece. So if you know a person that is interested in real estate, they want to learn more, maybe about property management, what does that mean? What does that look like? Want to have that hands-on experience of working with tenants, dealing with properties. Maybe they aspire to be in real estate and want to be a real estate investor. Coming into our internship program is an awesome opportunity for them to be able to learn about project management. So they get the hands-on experience of being on a property and having the opportunity to see what that looks like from a remodeling standpoint. They also just get that real estate knowledge in general, things that they need to know, things that they need to understand, and an opportunity to work with one of our team members or myself to be able to ask questions, as many questions as they like, right? So again, if you know anyone 18 to 25 that is looking for experience in real estate, we have an awesome opportunity, the Scale Up Journey internship program that they can do. I want to add on there that the program is a 12-week program. So there is a commitment, right? Something that you want to do, you got to be willing to commit. It's a 12-week program that they would commit to. So you can send them to our website, odomhomes.com, and they can find out more information about the program, odomhomes.com, to get more information. But Journey Team, going back to our topic tonight, why is real estate a mindset before it's a move? Because it really is a mindset before it's a move. And I want to kind of touch bases and recap, because I know we got some new viewers tonight, about who I am and how does this relate to your coach here. So I got into real estate, in short, as some of you may know or not know, when I was 19, and it was a disaster. It was a disaster, but I appreciate the disaster because that is how I was able to get to the point that I'm at now, and that was my turning point in real estate to help me grow and get to where I needed to be. But when I use the word mindset, right, when I think and I have to reflect now, we're talking 19 years later. Yes, your coach has been in real estate for 19 years. 19 years later, as I reflect on what was my mindset like 19 years ago compared to the mindset that I have now. So initially, when I got into real estate, honestly, I was just getting into real estate. I didn't know what I was doing. I had a little bit of credit. I had a job, and the bank gave me a loan, so I bought a duplex, and that was that. And I thought I had it figured out, but the truth is I really didn't have it figured out. And so when I reflect and think about my mindset then, one of the things that I really lacked, and I'm big on talking about this, I lacked those basic skills that I needed, such as financial literacy skills, knowing to how to, things like how to be money management wise, how to budget, how to save. I was one of those candidates at that time, 19 years ago, living beyond my means, right? Paying for things or having things that I really couldn't afford. I knew how to be, let's say, responsible. I had that part down pat. So I knew how to pay my mortgage. I was taking care of my property. I knew how to be a responsible landlord, but that financial literacy piece was a big one for me because I wasn't ready. I thought I was ready, but I wasn't ready. And so what I found out that I was lacking so much knowledge on so many levels that it just kind of all came crumbling down. It was a domino effect, right? So I'll just say this, my lack of financial literacy skills 19 years ago, getting into real estate and becoming a real estate investor, let's talk about this domino effect of lack of financial literacy skills. It resulted in a short sale for me, because I didn't know what I needed to know from an investing standpoint before I even got into this property. Had I known the things that I needed to know, I wouldn't even purchase the property. But because I lacked those basic core concepts that I needed, it resulted, yes, I got the property, but it resulted me in selling it as a short sale. That domino effect also led to debt, right? When I talk about these things, Journey Team, I'm not just talking to be talking. Your coach has been through everything under the sun, and everything that I speak about is things that I know to be true because I've actually lived through them. So imagine being into so much debt that you're broke before you get paid. That's a real thing, right? That's a real thing to say, like, okay, it's payday Thursday, it's payday Friday, and you've already gotten a preview of your check, and you know you broke before you even got the check. That's not a good feeling nor a situation to be in. But when you lack things such as financial literacy skills, yeah, it's a possibility that can happen for you. In my case, I didn't have any savings because the debt was overpowering. I wasn't in position to save. At that time, 19 years ago, I didn't really have the strategies and the motivation needed and all of the things to properly save. And that also, in that domino effect, led to not only one bankruptcy, but two bankruptcies. So I am very open, as you all know, and I'm the first to put myself out there because I want us to understand how something that we may think is so small is not small, and lacking that, in my case, financial literacy concepts, it truly was a domino effect. And so when I talk about mindset and why are we saying real estate, why is real estate a mindset before it's a move? Because I would tell anybody, before you press the go button on real estate, make sure your mind is in the right place. I talk to so many people on a day-to-day basis, and they're like, Coach Erica, tell me everything you know. I want to get into real estate. I'm ready to flip houses. And then I think they're looking for me to be like, okay, let's go, right? Which, yes, I'm a coach. I want to see you win. I want to inspire you, but it's also my job as a coach to make you see the truth, to make you see reality, to encourage you as well as to motivate you. And so then I'll say, okay, well, tell me what's your plan? What's your plan to get in real estate? And they say, okay, Coach Erica, well, I'm ready to flip houses and I'm about to, make all this money and everything's going to be good. Well, Journey team, if your mindset right now is I'm going to get into real estate and I'm ready to make all this money and everything is going to be good, we got a problem right there. So when I talk about mindset, we got a problem right there. So let me go a little deeper and expand on what I'm talking about, because real estate it's more than the money. It's deeper than the money. It's so much a bigger spectrum than that, right? Obviously, when you get into real estate, when you're investing into real estate, you want to make money. Absolutely. Every investor is looking to get a return on their investment, an ROI, right? That's what we're trying to do. But it's deeper. It's bigger than that. Yes, I want that money piece, but what about the long-term wealth that you're building? What about the opportunities that you're creating for your family? What about the fact that you can break generational cycles and curses? It's so much deeper than just the dollar amount of how you're going to position yourself, how you're going to put yourself in a new situation, how you can potentially put your family in a different situation if you utilize that real estate in the right way to make it work for you, right? But there's more to that I want to touch on. But this is what I'm going to say, Journey Team. Your mindset is the foundation. It's the foundation of everything. And it's the starting point of everything. So it is absolutely pivotal that we have our mindset in the right place where it needs to be, okay? Thinking on the right path that we need to be thinking on, and also making sure that our mindset is ready for what it is that we're asking that we want to do, whether that be real estate or whatever that looks like or whatever you're aspiring to do. We have to make sure that our mindset is strong and where we need it to be. But we're going to talk about that next. But coming up next, we have another special guest, Cortez Perry, in the building, and we're going to talk more on why real estate is a mindset before it's a move.
Half of American parents cannot afford diapers. Hi, this is WTMJ's Kristen Bry. This spring, WTMJ and the Milwaukee Diaper Mission are teaming up to change that. Join me for WTMJ Cares Bowling for Babies, where we will raise funds for Milwaukee Diaper Mission. Register to bowl with us on March 7th at Village Bowl in Menominee Falls. Registration is now open. Go to WTMJCares.com to sign up. Act quickly, teams will fill up fast. It's WTMJ Cares Bowling for Babies to help the Milwaukee Diaper Mission.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Hey, Joe, working again? Retirement was boring, huh?
Not boring. Expensive. Food, medicine, rent. Social Security just isn't enough.
I know, and that's why I used benefitscheckup.org. It connected me to an extra $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month?
Benefitscheckup.org is a free service from the National Council on Aging.
Free? I'm going to benefitscheckup.org today.
You are listening to On the Journey with Coach Erica on 1017 The Truth.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You're listening to On the Journey with me, Coach Erica. Don't forget, Journey Team, the talk and text line is open at 833-212-1017. Make sure you tap in and make sure you share this with a friend. Okay, today we are talking everything about why is real estate a mindset before it's a move. And all my real estate people out there, I would love to hear from you. Why is it? Why do you think real estate is a mindset before it's a move? So make sure y'all tap in because the lines are open. But Journey Team, as always, I love to bring on guests and spread the wealth, as I like to say. So we have another amazing guest tonight here in the studio. Let me tell you a little bit about our guest. So our guest that we have tonight, not only is he a mentor, he's an entrepreneur, he's a real estate investor, he is also a published author. And you guys know I love my published authors. I'm a published author, so I'm always going to support our authors any chance I can get. So I'm going to hold his book up to the screen. So he is the published author of Coming to Christ is the name of his book. I'm going to give him the opportunity to talk more about the book, but we're going to dive in, Journey Team. So we have Cortez Perry. Let's welcome him onto the show tonight. So Cortez, can we learn a little bit more about you? Can you tell our listeners and viewers a little bit more about yourself and what is it that you do?
Well, certainly. First off, I would like to say thank you for the invite, Coach Erica.
You're
awesome.
welcome.
I never thought I would meet somebody that out-hustles me. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Cortez Perry. I'm a proud Southerner. I'm a man of faith. I am a published author. I'm a devoted husband. I'm an awesome dad.
Awesome.
We have an event space. I marry people for the cheapest you'll ever see in North America. We have a $1,000 package.
Okay.
The event space is decorated.
Okay.
Charcuterie board, a cake, champagne toast, 30 people's, $1,000.
Nice. Okay.
You won't get it anywhere else in America.
Okay.
We also CFO of a beauty pageant, Miss Chica Latina.
Okay.
It's pretty big across the bridge on the south side of Milwaukee. It's, Azteca, Telemundo's pretty big. Miss Chica Latina's nice. I have 8 doors as far as the investment piece.
Okay.
Looking to, we'll have 9 under contract. Looking to close a deal. If Oklahoma, if you're listening, come my way. I'll meet you in every interview. Come my way a little bit. Play hardball with me. And a number of things. Essentially, I do a lot of things well enough to live how I want to live and where I want to live.
Awesome. No, awesome. That is really awesome. So can you tell us a little bit more about your book, Coming to Christ? How did that come about? Just a little insight on what the book is about.
Okay. And thank you for asking that. So the book is essentially a book of testimonies. Just like you and I met at an event, I met God organically just like that.
Okay.
So it's stories and journeys of significant people now. Aldermen, a judge, a bishop, a mayor,
Okay.
Ministers, several people who started life as average or subpar or mediocre or marginalized like a lot of us have.
Okay.
And that are people of stature now. People who give away $100,000, $200,000 a year, and just that journey between, where you started and how you've gone to be. Because a lot of time we see people and you see bishop or pastor so-and-so, and you wonder, like, man, like, you think that this guy wasn't always that guy.
Right.
This guy was somebody who maybe was homeless.
Right.
This guy maybe was somebody, or this female was maybe somebody who used drugs or something, but they had an experience with the Lord, and it changed their life, which myself, I did. I had an experience with him, and it changed everything about me. So I had to write about it.
Okay, no, that's awesome. And so where can people find the book Coming to Christ?
Well, the book is in Barnes & Noble, in-store and online.
Okay.
It's on Amazon, and it's in Targets, and it's in several libraries across the nation.
Okay, awesome. If you're just checking in, Journey Team, we have Cortez Perry on the show tonight, and we're talking everything why real estate is a mindset before it's a move. So Cortez just kind of introduced himself and gave us a little bit of information about him. Let's dive a little bit more, Cortez, into your real estate experience. Like, what was your experience like? Like I kind of started talking in the first segment of the show when I got into real estate. I was not where I needed to be. Pretty much that's what it was. I was in it. I thought I had it figured out, but I didn't have it figured out. And before we went on break, just if you're just tuning in with us, I was explaining how my mindset was not in the right place. It was not where it needed to be, especially when it came from a financial literacy standpoint. So because I lacked that knowledge or those core pieces to financial literacy, it was like this domino effect when we talk about how it impacted me because of the things that I didn't know and the poor mindset that I was making when I first got into real estate 19 years ago. So like in my case, going back to what we talked about, it resulted in a short sale. But when I reflect on that now here 19 years later, I can appreciate that experience because that experience, or what one may view as a failure, has helped me level up, has helped me grow, has helped me shift my mindset to where it needs to be, which is now how I have gotten to this point now. 19 years later, we have the creation of Odom Investments and Property Management. We're back in real estate. We have properties again. So, I say that as encouragement to say, like, sometimes on this journey to success is what I like to call it. You're going to have bumps in the road. You're going to have failures, but that's okay. Those failures, those bumps in the road, however you view it, those are vital pieces on your journey to success that is necessary, that is needed, that's going to help you grow. It's going to give you motivation. It's going to give you courage. It's going to make you be better. It's going to make you do better. And it's going to show you that you can make it through anything, even the toughest things, because sometimes we go through things and it seems like it's never going to overcome, but it actually does overcome, and it gives you an opportunity to go back and reflect that you can make it through anything. So having that strong mindset is extremely important on so many levels. I just wanted to add that in there just for the viewers coming back in. But Cortez, can you kind of give us some insight on your real estate journey? Like, how long have you been in real estate? I know you mentioned you have 8 doors and 1 under contract right now. So
I would like to say that that's not uncommon. We're two sides of the same coin. So, and thank you for being vulnerable in what you're listening. So guys, when I speak, I'm providing education, no advice. So you could take these lessons that we're sharing and being vulnerable and telling you our experiences, and you can maybe cut some of the corners and not have to be those things. I'll tell you first off to tell you that there's no shortcut to success.
Absolutely.
You actually have to put in the work. You have to learn the lessons. You have to take the lumps and the bumps, and you have to actually become the person that you wish you had.
Absolutely.
You have to actually put the work in and become the work. There's no shortcuts to success, first off. Second of all, I've also, 20 plus years, first experience with home ownership, got a house, 30 weight, and I didn't know about property value. I didn't know that if you have a neighborhood full of renters, that it's more than likely that your property value can be upside down.
Absolutely.
I owned a property, or co-owned a property, duplex, corner lots. A lot of my houses were corner lots for some reason. I'm just thinking about this out loud right now. So I got to shovel all of this side, all of that side, right?
Right.
And got the place, and the neighborhood was mostly homeowners.
Okay.
One house burned down across the street. The house got damaged next to that house. They sold, moved out, and renters moved in. The house adjacent to my home was an older lady. She passed. So in a matter of me owning the house for 6 months to a year or so, 8 months, like that, it went from 5 homeowners to 1 homeowner and 3 renters on the short side of a block. It was 1 other homeowner way down on the end. So got the home for maybe $160,000 was the mortgage. They reassessed and do the property value after all of these changes. The home was appraised at $75,000.
Wow.
So I'm paying a mortgage for $160,000.
Right.
But it's valued at $75,000.
Yeah.
I had no idea. So needless to say, I let the home go. This is in my 20s.
Okay.
No, the financial literacy part that you're speaking of in the first segment is 100% the biggest thing that you'll go through when you're starting to do this thing. So
absolutely,
once you really start to look into things, I used to be honest. You know, when you're younger and coming up in this city, we used to stand in front of other people's homes and hang out or scramble or whatever it was. But then when you became a homeowner, it's all the way different. Now you're looking at every single person. This is going to bring my value down. That's going to bring my value down, and it changed everything.
Absolutely. No, I mean, everything you said, and I don't know what time frame you sold your house, but
20 years ago.
So about the same time as me. That was right around the housing market crash of 2008. And so for me, similar situation. My very first property, I bought it for $125,000, and the value began to depreciate and depreciate and depreciate. And when I got to that point of short sale, my property sold for $15,000 cash. So when we talk about, this journey, it really has been a journey. So what I can say is, one thing I want to go back to that Cortez said, Journey Team, is that there's no shortcut to success, and there's really not. And when we talk about mindset and we talk about success, we definitely need to know that the journey to success is a process. That's why it's called the journey to success. So there is no shortcuts, Journey Team. And so having a strong mindset and getting our mindset in the place of where it needs to be is very important. But I want you to think about this. If you change your mindset, it's going to change your direction.
100%.
I'm going to say that again. If you change your mindset, it's going to change your direction. Our mind is a powerful thing. But stay tuned, Journey Team. Coming up next, we're going to have more on why is real estate a mindset before it's a move.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day, on a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
Day 1, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
we are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress?
Do little wiggles.
The slate's coming in.
What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
You're just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
You are listening to On the Journey with Coach Erica on 101.7 The Truth.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You're listening to On the Journey with me, Coach Erica. Don't forget, Journey Team, the talk and text line is open. You can call in live right here in the studio at 833-212-1017. Welcome back. Make sure you tap in. Make sure you share with a friend. We are talking everything tonight. Why is real estate a mindset before it's a move? It really is. Journey Team, there's so much I could say about that. But we have Cortez Perry on the show tonight. He's been on air with us. And before I continue our interview with Cortez, I want to say this going to why is real estate a mindset before it's a move? Earlier in the show, I talked about if your mindset, the people that I've talked to is like, Coach Erica, I'm about to get in real estate. I'm about to make all this money. I'm ready to flip houses. And I ask them why. And they give me their reason why. And it lets me know that their mindset is not in the right place where it needs to be. If your reason is, hey, I'm just going to get in, I'm going to make all this money and make it happen, we got to go deeper than that, Journey Team. So we talked about, yes, there's this money piece, but there's so many different levels to why your mindset, right? We need to have our thinking in the right place. We need to have our money in the right place. Are you financially ready to get into real estate? Is your mindset in a place like, are you ready to sacrifice? Are you ready to say no on your journey to success, whatever that looks like from the real estate standpoint that you need to do to be prepared for your property? The other thing that I want to say is, your coach, I have experience not only in buying houses, fixing and flipping them, I also buy houses and do buy and holds. And what I can tell you on my journey with real estate and my journey to success, and I've been doing this a long time, every single property that I have purchased, it has always been something. When I say something, it has always been something where I'm like, what? So when we talk about this mindset, right? I'm about to get into real estate. I'm about to make this money. I'm going to do that. Yes, that is very possible that you can do that if you do it right. But what happens when you get hit with this big thing that pops up that you were unexpected? Maybe it's a repair. Maybe it's something with going on with the house. When we talk about this mindset and we talk about having our mind strong, are you going to be at that point like, oh, this is too much, I'm over it, I'm giving up? Or are you going to be able to keep your mind strong and stay strong-willed and say, okay, let me see what I got to do here. Let me figure out how we need to address and handle this situation. Let's get the situation done and let's keep moving forward. That goes into your mindset. Your mindset got to be in the right place to be able to handle that pressure, because that pressure sometimes can come and it comes fast, and you have to be able to know how to keep level-headed under that pressure, figure out what you need to figure out, problem solve, and keep it moving forward, right? That's the goal. We got to keep it moving forward on our journey to success. So when we talk about that mindset piece, it's important. when we talk about with the real estate. But I'm going to jump back over to Cortez. And Cortez, I want to hear from you just in what we're talking about. And you have, if you're just tuning in, Cortez, before we went to break, talked about, everything that he is doing currently with real estate. He has 8 doors. He has 1 under contract. So Cortez, what would you say? Do you agree or disagree that real estate is a mindset before it's a move? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, Coach, I certainly agree to it. I think that real estate is a mindset as much as you getting in your car and deciding which route you're going to take or navigate to get to your destination.
Absolutely.
So real estate is an avenue to financial freedom. It may not be the only avenue, but it's an avenue that you could choose to get to financial freedom is what, I use it for, a certain sort of mindset to where you have to know what's the objective or the goal to it. I know you're speaking about like the fix and flips. For a lot of people, for that person that comes to you and say, Coach, hey, help me do this. I want to do what you do. Or I want to make a lot of money doing this. There's something that you're going to run into that's called property gains taxes when you do this.
Oh my gosh, so property gains tax, you need to know that.
If you're talking about fixing and flipping, that's going to be something where you think that and essentially people, if you're not familiar with it, property gains tax is going to happen to where you're going to pay 50 to 60, depending on what kind of tax bracket you're in, and the profits that you make in whatever property that you're going to flip. So in my experience, I provide educational advice. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. So you should put your time and your efforts and your energy in figuring out how to keep the money.
Right.
If somebody makes $1 million, typically they have $1 million worth of bills.
Right.
If I make $100,000 a year and I can live like a millionaire because I get to keep 80,000 of that, that's what you need to learn. That's the niche to where you're not, money's coming in, money's coming out. It doesn't matter what you make, it matters what you keep.
Absolutely. Very well said. I couldn't have said it better. And I want to tag back off of what Cortez said about the property gains tax. So that's going back into that knowledge piece, into that mindset, right? Let me tell you, Journey Team, I, through my journey to success, to his point, your coach, in her first flip, let me tell you, that capital gains tax, that capital gains tax, it got me, so it's a real thing. And so this is why it's pivotal to know the things that you need to know and make sure your mindset is in the right place. You have the right information when you're going to be, getting into whatever endeavor that is for you, whether it be real estate or something else, because there's somebody out there right now, our lovely IRS, 'tis the season, right? Is going to get that nice tax bill. And let me tell you, it can be ugly. My very first experience with capital gains tax was not fun. I'll just say it was almost like somebody's income for the year that I had to pay back in taxes. So this is why it's important. And when we talk about our mindset, for somebody who may be listening and viewing and you aspire to be in real estate, or maybe you're already in real estate, you're figuring out, you're kind of maneuvering. Let me say this, Journey Team, it is so important when we talk about our mindset, environment. People.
Yes.
Environment. People. I'm going to say that again. That is so important. If you are trying to grow, whether it's real estate, whether you want to be in business, whether you just want self-improvement for yourself, whatever that looks like, you have to be intentional about the environments that you put yourself in. Because our environment, our surroundings, the people that we allow access to us in our space, that plays a role in our mindset. And so what I would encourage you is definitely get you some associates, some networking buddies, friends, whatever that looks like, that are actively in real estate. Get in connection with those people so you can figure out, and have conversations to see what they're doing. How can you potentially see what they're doing and how it makes sense for you and what it looks like to your own personal journey to success? I would even encourage you, even outside the investing standpoint, meet you contractors, meet you realtors, other investors. All those people are pivotal that can help you when we talk about just things that you need to know, shifting your mindset, shifting your thinking, challenge you to think and see viewpoints that maybe you weren't thinking about or seeing before. So that's also important when we talk about making sure that our mindset is in the right place that it needs to be. So we've talked a lot tonight with Cortez. We've talked about his real estate and getting his perspective. Cortez, is there anything else that you think is important for viewers to know about you?
To know about me, that I'm with you. I'm an open book. I'm certainly here to help. I feel like I was put here to, to help. I share all of my experiences, good or bad. I believe that your attitude determines your altitude.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I believe that you get out of things what you put in it. So
absolutely,
if you have good intentions, or if you really read. And I would like to say also, young people champion each other. I mentor in Racine Unified School District, Milwaukee Public Schools. I'm affiliated with AAYI, African American Youth Initiative. We take 100 black kids across to the D.C. and do all kinds of things, meet the Bucks, the Brewers, and meet executives. I know that a lot of children, for some reason, if you're, athletes who do things that, you have to know your numbers. So if you're looking for the NBA, we're looking at the Bucks mascot right now.
Right.
If you're looking at the NBA, you're looking for 120 jobs a year versus you could be a scout. You could be an agent. You could be a referee. So, put things in place to where if you love the game, you can still be a part of it without having to be on the court. So champion your fellow man. If somebody's, I had a few mentees just did their signing today, and looking for schools and things like that, J-Lock. Put your energy and your time into other people. People are the currency, not money.
Right.
Like Coach just said, if you meet, if you're trying to get into this thing, meet developers, meet a janitor. It doesn't matter what it is, but you need to be involved and socialize with people that has the same trajectory as you, that's interested in what you're interested in.
Absolutely, because that's only going to help you grow and get you a little bit further of where you're looking to be, whatever that looks like for you, Journey Team, whether that's real estate or not real estate. The other thing that I would say when we talk about, your mindset, I mentioned before, about how in real estate, things come up, things, we have unexpected things on the project site. I'm going to take it away from the project and site and say, okay, if you have a buy and hold and now you have a rental property, when I'm referencing buy and hold, you've rented this property out and you got a tenant that's not paying rent. Now you going through eviction. Now you got the tenant don't want to go. So you're going through this whole process because it can get deep. It can get real deep, real fast. And so this is why have your mindset in the place that it needs to be. Being connected with your resources, having the information that you need to have, definitely being financially prepared and having the knowledge that you need when we talk about being ready for your journey to success and your journey on real estate is going to be very critical that you do that. But I want to give us something else to think about before we get ready to go back on break, Journey Team. So when we think about your mindset, think about this for a second. Your mindset is either going to fund your future or finance your excuses. Which one is it going to be for you? Are you going to fund your future with your mindset and your thinking, or are you going to finance your excuses? Because it's easy to have an excuse. It's so quick to say what we can't do, what's not going to work. But are we funding our future with our thinking, or are we going to continue to finance our future with excuses? So that's just something to think about. But coming up next, we're going to have more on why real estate is a mindset before it's a move. Make sure y'all stay tuned in.
Truth Nation, something big is coming. The Summerfest lineup you've been waiting for is dropping soon, and 1017 The Truth is getting you ready early. From February 16th through February 19th, we're giving you a chance to win T-Mobile 9-day power passes so you can experience it all. Listen throughout the day for your shot to win and get plugged in before the official lineup announcement. Don't miss out. The countdown is on. Only on 1017 The Truth.
Did you know that for 80 years, Paralyzed Veterans of America has been a lifeline for our nation's veterans with spinal cord injuries and diseases like MS and ALS, and all people with disabilities? In just the last 12 months, PVA has funded research of the first non-addictive pain medication in over a decade, partnered with an award-winning sports anchor to fight for accessible medical care for women veterans, ensured all women with disabilities feel seen and empowered with help from a top cosmetic company. And that doesn't even include what PVA have done over the last 80 years, like secured the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act, pioneered wheelchair basketball, helped design iconic landmarks, made the DC Metro a model transit system, and wrote and distributed resources in over 60 countries in 4 languages. None of this would be possible without your help. Every breakthrough, every battle won, and every life impacted is driven by you. Visit pva.org to learn more.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
Hi, I'm Priscilla Presley. My love for animals began when I was 5 years old. That sparked a lifelong commitment to speak up for animals who can't speak for themselves. Elvis and I supported American Humane Society because your compassion can change a life. American Humane Society strengthens the bond between humans and animals. Please visit AmericanHumane.org to learn more. Thank you.
You are listening to On the Journey with Coach Erica on 101.7 The Truth.
Uh-oh, where's the Beehive fans? Welcome back. You're listening to On the Journey with me, Coach Erica. Remember, Journey Team, the talk and text line is open at 833-212-1017. We would love to hear from you tonight. We got our viewers on TikTok, on Facebook. Hey, y'all. Thanks for joining in. We're talking everything tonight. Why is real estate a mindset before it's a move? Why is it? It's really complex to that, right? So we've had the opportunity tonight. I've had the opportunity, I should say, to have Cortez Perry on the show and just sharing his wealth of knowledge and experience and all the great, wonderful things that he do and so much involvement in the community. I love it. So I just want to keep us going here, Journey Team. We are talking, why is real estate a mindset before it's a move? And when I was reflecting on the show and preparing for the show tonight, I said, you know what? One of the things that I want you all to think about tonight is this right here. Stop waiting for the opportunity and prepare for it. I'm going to say it one more time. Stop waiting for the opportunity and prepare for it. Now, what I just said, that can be applied to so many areas in our life, right? But for the purpose of tonight, we're specifically focusing on real estate, right? So my real estate people out there that are currently in real estate, you're looking to get into real estate. Maybe you don't want to be an investor. Maybe you don't want to be a landlord. That's totally okay. Maybe you're in a space where you are ready to buy a home for you and your family, okay? This applies to you as well. Stop waiting for the opportunity and prepare for it, because here's why. If I haven't learned anything on my journey to success, what I have learned is you need to stay ready. Stay ready. Because you never know, especially to my real estate investors out there, you never know when that perfect opportunity is going to come. Because sometimes that opportunity just come and you got to be ready. You can't be trying to get ready in that moment. You have to be ready. So my challenge to you, what I want to push you on is, are you preparing right now? Are you taking the steps to prepare? Okay, maybe you've been searching for a house for 2 months now. Maybe you got a little discouragement and you like, I'm never going to find a house, right? I actually just had someone inbox me. That was actually just yesterday. Like, I can't find a condo, Coach Erica. But guess what? The timing maybe not be right now, but are we staying prepared? Are you prepared? Are you doing the steps necessary so when that opportunity comes, it's nothing to think about? You're ready to move. You're ready to press the go button. So when I say specifically in regards to real estate, are you staying prepared? The big question is, how are you preparing now? What are you doing now every day on a day-to-day basis to make sure that you are prepared, to make sure that you are keeping your mindset strong and in the place that it needs to be? My favorite saying that I like to say is, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. The only difference is what you're going to do with it. We all got up today. Let's praise God for that. We got up, right? But here's the thing. What have you done up until this point? Where I'm at Central Time, it's 6:48 p.m. in the evening, okay? How did you spend your day? Did you actually make progress in your day today? Did you actually check off goals today? Do you feel accomplished, or did you let this beautiful day waste by? You didn't check off no goals. You didn't push yourself to learn something new or to do something new today. So we have to be very intentional and be very purposeful in how we are going to do our day. So going back to my question, you have to ask yourself that. How are you preparing now? I want to be a real estate investor. I want to be a homeowner, but am I saving? Am I putting away something right now? Any little chance I get, put a little away. My biggest thing with saving is people feel like you have to always save a big amount. You don't have to save a big amount. Savings is flexible. Keep that in mind. Savings is flexible. And the reason why I say it's flexible, because right now, Journey Team, you may be in a position where, hey, I can only save $20 a paycheck, but maybe 3 months from now, you could save $200 a paycheck. So when I say be flexible, give yourself grace, start where you can start, and when you can increase. And guess what? Something might happen. You might have to decrease back down, but that's okay to have flexibility. But I need you saving, especially if our goal is real estate, if our goal is investing, if our goal is home ownership. Also, my investors out there, are you keeping tabs on the market? Maybe you're not actively buying right now. Maybe you're not looking right now, but are you staying informed? Do you know what's going on with the real estate market? Are you watching the trends? Are you aware, is it a seller market? Is it a buyer market? Are you keeping up with those things that you need to know? Again, because you need to stay prepared. Are we creating the vision? My other saying, and this is actually on my very first book that I wrote. The book is called Journey to Success, and the caption underneath is, see the vision and create your path. You got to have a vision. I don't know anybody who's successful that doesn't have a vision. Every successful person, every winner has a vision. It starts with a vision. You have to create the vision, but the important part is you have to create the path. You got to see the vision and create the path. If you know your vision is home ownership, how are you creating that path? That goes back to, how are you preparing for it? So it's very important to have that vision, to know what it is. Write the vision down. Write the vision and make it plain, right? You need to write the vision and make it plain. Bring it to life, right? So when you bring that vision to life, again, how are you preparing for it? Homeowners, investors, I've named off a couple things on how do you need prepared. One of the other things that I talk about a lot, Journey Team, on this Journey to Success, is talking about, do you have your Journey Team ready? Everybody needs a success team, right? So when we talk about how are you being prepared, are you having conversations with realtors right now? Are you in connection with wholesalers right now for my people that are investing? Do you have connections to off-market deals? Do you know home inspectors? Do you have contractors? Okay. Do you have an agent? Insurance broker, because you got to get insurance for the property, right? So all of those things, I'm mentioning these things off because you need to be prepared, because guess what? When that opportunity comes and now this off-market deal comes to you, or you find that house that you just been searching, it finally walked in like, this is the one, this is it. Because in my experience, homeowners, future homeowners, when you walk in, you know it's the one. You know right away, like, this is the one right here. I'm ready to put my offer in. You got to be prepared. You got to be ready. Are you ready to sacrifice? Are you ready to halt? Because to my future homeowners out there, if you're looking to buy in the next 6 months to a year, everything stops. You don't change your job. You don't open no credit. You don't close no credit. You don't want to definitely add no debt. You should be putting away as much money as you can. You got to be, when I say locked in, Cortez, you got to be locked in. I know you know this because you But you got to be locked in, Journey Team. Locked in. You got to see that vision, create your path, and you got to be serious, and you got to keep pushing and keep going. So those are just a few things that I wanted to mention tonight. But I also want to challenge everyone tonight. This week, the week is almost over. I'm going to say the rest of this month, every time, Journey Team, that you say, I can't do this, Coach Erica. This ain't gonna work, Coach Erica. I don't know how to do this, Coach Erica. I can't. I want you to replace that. Well, how can I? It's so easy to say how I can't, but I want you to change your thinking, your mindset, right? Of how can I? So for my people out there that aspire to be real estate investors, the first thing they say, Coach Erica, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I ain't got no money. I want you to challenge yourself tonight and the rest of this month and say, how can I get into real estate investing? How can I have the money I need to do it? How can I make this work? Because you can do it, Journey Team. So what I want to say, Journey Team, before we close out, I want to thank you, Cortez, for tapping into us tonight. Don't forget his Coming to Christ book. You can catch it on all platforms. Support our author here. Journey Team, as always, it's been a wonderful night, but this is what I want to leave you on. As Cortez mentioned earlier, mindset determines your altitude. If you think small, you move small. If you think small, you move small. If you think growth, you move differently. Let that sink in, Journey Team. Until our next show on March 3rd, I'll be back. That's actually the last show for this season. Last episode. So make sure you be here March 3rd, okay? Continue hustling, Journey Team. Continue to be great. Get your mindset in the right space. Get yourself in the right environments. Get yourself around the right people. If they not pouring into you, if they not adding to your life, if they're a liability, get rid of the liabilities this season, Journey Team. We only want assets. We want assets. That's all we want around us. So continue to be great. Continue to be encouraged, okay? Be encouraged. Remember, for the rest of this month, for the rest of this year, our focus is not on what we can't do. We're getting rid of that I can't word, but instead, we're going to be replacing it of how can I. Continue to be great. Y'all have a good night.
The proceeding was a paid program. Advice and opinions expressed on the On the Journey show are solely that of the hosts or guests and not those of 1017 The Truth and Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC.